guys, this week we're visiting Julie, her boyfriend, and her little son. They are living downtown in a city apartment and they chose to stay in a small apartment with a kid to be close to the city lives. So let's go talk to her and see what their space looks like.
My name is Julie and I live here with my boyfriend and my little son. He's almost a year and we decided to stay here in Aarhus city instead of moving outside the city. This is close to my work and we like staying in the city and we use the city a lot, so that's why we decided to live here in our little apartment.
How big is the apartment?
It's about 70 square meters, but that's including the stairway outside and the balcony, so I think it's like 60 maybe.
How long did you live here for before you had your son?
A year and a half.
Yeah.
And before we decided to having a baby, we decided that we wanted to stay, so we actually waited a while to redecorate until we had the baby so we could use the square meters for the best. This in here was earlier our bedroom, so we had our bed here and all of our clothing. Since our baby came, then we also had his bed in here. And now we moved our bed into the living room, so this is now our son's room with some of his toys and his bed and the diaper station thing. And this is just a wall that holds nothing, just to part the rooms. So this is our now walk-in closet and storage room. So this is our change station, because we haven't got the room for it in the bathroom. So this is just like on top of the bed, so we can move it from side to side. And that's obviously where he sleeps. Yeah, and we keep diapers in this, and extra diapers under the bed. And then the chair, so I can sometimes breastfeed during the night or in the evening. And later on, reading stories for him. And the books and some of his toys. Within time, more of his toys gets in here and needs to be stored right here. And it's kind of got a lot of room, so he can just play in the floor here, and also when he's older he can have some other toys and also have somewhere to be. So in here is our walk-in closet, and we've made like this slide door so it's possible for us to keep our son out, so he won't get up and get himself hurt or just go through all of our things. So you can just sit inside here. This is all of our clothes and a lot of storage. My clothes and also clothes in the drawers and the shelves here. And then on the upper shelves we've got all of our, I like to sew, so all of the fabrics and DIY stuff. And over here is my boyfriend's clothes, and also up here. And this is where I keep my jewelry and my makeup and hair stuff. So I got this little mirror so I can stand here and get dressed without being bothered by my son. And yeah, all of my nice dresses and also more storage, suitcase, a lot of DIY things, some of my extra bags, and yeah, my boyfriend's personal stuff. He's got one box that was okay for him to have here with stuff that you never look at but you just want to keep it.
And you're a hairdresser, so
yeah,
you have.
So obviously it's important for me to have a lot of stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
And it's also important for me that I can just reach it whenever I want it, so I don't have to take it out of a box underneath something. So it's just, that's a priority for me to have one shelf. We also got this ladder in here so we can reach the things on the top shelves. And then it's also our dirty clothes that's not dirty enough to get washed yet. It's just staying on the ladder as well, so it's multifunction. This is all of our wrapping paper. So we got Christmas and not Christmas. It's almost easy to reach it. Almost.
So why did you decide to stay?
Obviously we love this area and we love this street and this apartment because we got the sun on the right side of the buildings and on our balcony. So we actually just didn't want to move anywhere but just right here. And my job is like 1.5 kilometers away and I'm working a lot. So it's nice for me that I can just bike to work and I can come home early. And my boyfriend is working outside of the city, but the highway is close to this part of the city as well, so it's easy for both of us. Yeah, we just don't want to spend all of our money on more rent and we don't want to move outside the city. So we actually thought that in the old days this apartment was for the big families, so it had to be possible for us to have 1 or maybe 2 children in here. This is our living room and also our bedroom and our son's playroom. I was inspired by Pinterest and so I made a drawing and then we had a carpenter to make it for us. So the stairways are also cabinets where we keep all of our office stuff and our baby's clothes and my DIYs things also in here.
So you fit all of his clothes in here?
Yeah, on 3 shelves actually. We don't want a lot of clothes and everything that he doesn't fit yet is underneath our sofa in the storage.
Yeah, so that's only the stuff you use on a weekly basis.
Yeah, exactly. I can sit here just exactly.
Yeah.
So it's measured by it's possible for us to sit up so we don't have to crawl into bed.
How is it sleeping up here?
It's so cozy. We love it. The only thing is when our baby he sleeps in the next room and sometimes if he's awake at night my boyfriend is the one have to go down the steps and up again. That's not so good. But actually it's nice up here. And now it's winter, so we don't know if it's really hot in the summertime yet, but right now it's okay actually. I made these like bed tables.
Yeah.
Because obviously we can't have something where we can put something in, so that's where we keep our like my lotion for my hands and
you always need those things.
Yeah, exactly. And if we need water during the night it's in a bottle because the bottle fits in the rooms as well. Actually this was built a year ago, but we didn't start using it until a couple of months ago because while our baby was so little that we have to breastfeed him like every hour during the night or he woke up all the time, I didn't want to walk up and down the stairs. So at first we just used it like for storage and then when he was ready to sleep alone then we moved up here. And also I can just almost stand up here.
And your boyfriend, is he a lot taller than you?
Yeah, like maybe a bit higher, so he has to duck a bit. This in here is also just built so I can stand up, but my boyfriend has to duck a bit. But this is our sofa, and underneath there is storage all the way. So right here is our bed sheets because that's what we need the most from down here, but all the way we can take this one up and then there's also like a board so you can take that one. And that's like the baby's own clothes and the next size that we have already got ready and the larger cover for him and old toys and everything we can fit in here. That's my end of the sofa and my boyfriend usually sits over there so we can both have our legs stretched out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really cozy in here too. We love that it's like a little cabin. This is the baby's play area. Now it's kind of cleaned up. But normally the first thing he does is like crawling over to his toys and then just yanks them out of the box one for one. And then they are all over the floor. So it's actually also a priority for us that there's room for him to play here. So it's not only this small corner he's allowed in. Actually, we are the kind of person that doesn't get overwhelmed by it's too messy. But I think usually in the morning I just kind of take all the toys back in the box and then it's almost cleaned up for me.
Yeah.
So also because he enjoys yanking it out, but sometimes it's also quite nice that his toys is all over, because then when he's crawling around, then there's toys everywhere for him, and then you can just see that he enjoys it. This is our dining area, and we also got this bench built by the same carpenter as built the bed, so it was around the same time. And in there is also just a lot of storage, like our games, board games and tools, because that's also quite important that it's not in the basement. We found that out the hard way. Just when you need a screwdriver, you don't have to take your shoes on to get it. So it's also quite easy to get to.
This is such a nice, spacious, like, dining area.
Yeah, I have a friend that's an architect. He suggested that we use this bay windows space instead of earlier our tables was the other way around, and then it was up here, but then we couldn't be as many people here. So now it's like it fits a lot more people and a lot of more storage in here. And there's more space in the other side of the table as well. This is the entrance, and here we got all of my shoes. My boyfriend's shoes is in the next room, but I've got like 2 or 3 pairs in each box here, and we actually use this for just laying our keys and whatever things we just need right away. So we try to keep it clean so we have some space to put something in. And then above the door we got this shelf so we can store my boyfriend's sports gear and the baby chair that we need when we're on the run. And then we just have the jackets that we use on a regular basis. So this is the kitchen, and it's kind of normal size kitchen in an apartment. It's kind of new, it's 5 years old only, so it looks good in an apartment like this, because normally it's a bit older apartment, so that's also one of the reasons why we like staying here, because it's clean, the kitchen. And there's actually also a lot of storage because of the high ceilings, and we put things on top of the cabinets. And this is the balcony. It's big here in the city, but I think it's just like standard, but a big standard. So we have space for the table and 2 chairs, the pram, and we have this little barbecue over here as well, and flowers. So actually we think it fits it all. When it's really hot, then we can also put like this UV baby tent out here, so our baby can play outside.
Do you think it will work for you still when he gets bigger? And
yeah, we don't know, obviously, but we thought a lot about it, and we think that until he's a teenager, he don't really need more room than he got now. And we also think that if we get another baby, then they can share a room if they're not like too many years between them. When I was a kid, I lived in an apartment with my parents and my older brother, and that was nice, and I loved the area. But obviously at some point we have to listen if the children don't want to stay here. But if he's old enough, we can tell him that, yeah, well, if you want to have more space, it's outside the city, so he can maybe help us choose.
I hope you enjoyed checking out Julie's apartment with us this week. I just love some of the solutions they've done. I love all the custom built furniture and how they really like made the space work for them. They have a huge walk-in, and they still have a separate bedroom for their kid, which is awesome. I love it when people prioritize and really figure out what's important for us as a family. It's really important to know that when you're downsizing and talking about living smaller, you're always probably gonna have to give up something. You can't have it all in a small space, so it's really about knowing what's most important to you. For Julie and her family, it's about city living. I hope you liked this video. If you did, share it with your friends, give the video a thumbs up, and leave in the comments, would you want to downsize and stay in a smaller space to have the advantages of city living? Or do you want to go in the country? Okay, I'll see you guys next week.